Hidely hodly YouTube! It's been way too long since you've seen me in this particular shirt, but hey, like I said, I will be picking away at new releases as they come. The only problem is they're not coming fast enough. But I do have one character in the bank we're doing today, and this is going to be a shorter video than usual because this is another member of one of the combiner teams that I've been working on. So I will post in the comment or in the description of the video all the videos of previous characters I've unboxed that relate to this guy. And without further ado, let's just say who it is. It is the Autobot Blades. Now, Blades is one of the Protectobots. So the Protectobots, just a brief rundown, you'll see it all in the videos. A team of Autobots, a combiner team, 5 robots that are focused more on rescue and safety and saving people rather than fighting. So far we've done of this Masterpiece series from X-Transbots, we've got Blades today. He is a helicopter, a rescue helicopter. We've also done First Aid, was the last guy we did. He's an ambulance. Before that, we did, I believe, Streetwise, who's a police car, and before that, Groove, who is a police motorcycle. So we've got 4 of the 5 Protectobots. All we're missing is Hotspot, the big guy that forms the torso. So I haven't seen any updates on him, but they've done 4, so they got to do the 5th, right? So I'll be keeping my eyes open for him, and definitely will pick him up when he comes out. But today, it's all about Blades. Now, Blades is probably the Protectobot that is least akin to their name and their mandate. He is the one guy who loves to get down and dirty with the Decepticons, would love to tear them all limb from limb with his bare hands if he could, which is kind of ironic considering he is, in vehicle mode, the Protectobot that is least likely to be able to do that because he's a helicopter, he's up in the sky, he's kind of more out of the fray than his other counterparts who are all ground-based vehicles. So kind of an oxymoron there, a little bit of irony, but hey, maybe that's good. Maybe Blades would just become too much of a menace if he was allowed to get down and dirty all the time. But anyways, that is who we are unboxing today. I will show you his G1 toy figure pictures right now. Not bad. His mold, I felt, of all the Protectobots was maybe the weirdest kind of one, but sometimes the flying vehicles are a little more difficult to make a good mold out of than the ground-based vehicles. But either way, a great character, a great team. And yeah, so the G1 toys, you'll see a lot more up in detail in person because that is one of the videos I will post. I did do a G1 unboxing of the whole team when I bought their reissue a while back, as well as the other 3 characters from the X-Transbots series. You'll see that. Plus, you'll see in those videos, if you watch them, a little bit of video clips from Defensor, the big robot they form, as well as the individual characters, and a bit more information on them as well if you choose to embark on all those other videos. But for now, let's get this guy out of the box and see what he looks like. All right, here we go with Blades, or as X-Transbots calls him, Gian. Gian. Hoping he's in his helicopter mode. That'll make the transformation process a little easier. Okay, so we got the usual. We got the character card with the graphics and the stats on it. We have some not sure what these are. Blasters of some sort. And then I'm not looks like the skids underneath the helicopter that it lands on, maybe. A couple of other blasters. I think these are the ones that go on his legs. And then probably his main blaster right there. His rotors, nice. And also it looks like he comes with some additional faces. So you can change up his look a little bit. Yeah, some different looks there. Now let's see what we got in here. Oh, he's in robot mode. Shit. Oh well. So this is for when you're able to finally form Defensor. He comes with a big thing that attaches into hotspot on the. So he's the right arm. So yeah, this would attach to the side of hotspot, and then I'm sure he places in here somehow to fill it out, and then the hand folds out. But we're not going to worry about that because we can't do that yet. Make sure we got everything. Yeah. Okay. So here he is in all of his splendor. Blades the helicopter. Good looking robot. I'll take some pictures of him and then we will shift into time lapse. I will try my best to transform him into helicopter mode. Hopefully we're successful. And yeah, and then after that, I will post, I'll give you my final thoughts. Well, an interesting development here, people. So if you'll remember a few minutes ago when I took Blades out of the box, the character card was there, all of his little accessories was there, he was there, the arm attachment was there. I didn't notice at the time, but guess what wasn't there? An instruction booklet. So I was not able to try and transform Blades into his helicopter mode. I could have tried it on my own, but chances are that would have gone nowhere fast, and then I wouldn't have been able to get him back to where he was. I did notice on the outside of the box, there was QR codes to different platforms saying, watch the transformation video here. But the only problem with that is I'd have to be watching it on my phone, so I couldn't be filming the time lapse of getting him into the helicopter mode, right? And when I did find the transformation video on YouTube, it was from helicopter to robot, not from robot to helicopter. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to give up on it. I keep him in robot mode anyway, all my characters, so no big whoop. When I do get hotspot, I'm going to have to find something to tell me how to transform him into the arm piece at least so I can form Defensor, but I'll worry about that when the time finally comes. I did leave a comment on their YouTube video about Blades saying, FYI, I just opened up my Blades figure. There was no instruction booklet included. Like, is this normal now? You're not including instructions and you're just posting QR codes to the transformation videos, or was this just a mistake and you still are? Because I prefer to have the instruction booklets in my hand and be able to look at them and everything. So hopefully it was just a mistake and all my other future figures will come with instruction booklets, and I'll just have to worry about Blades, like I said, when the time comes. There is one character that's just recently or soon, very soon in the new year coming out. So when I get him, we'll open him up and see if there's an instruction booklet in there. That might be the easiest way to tell if this was just a one-off or not. But kind of disappointing, but hey, first world problems, right? But as for Blades, a really cool character. Quality plastic, everything's rigid, everything is tight. It comes with a couple of things you can switch up, like his landing skids here have the little wheels on it, which is a shout out to the G1 toy. As you can see in that picture, he had those on it. But you can swap them out for those ones that I pulled out at the beginning and have like a more modern kind of version of it. So it's got a few things like that. The faces, like I said, you can swap out. Also, the arm attachment, you can use it as a couple of things. You can set it up as a platform where the helicopter can land, and it can kind of be like his base where he kind of sets down. And also you can turn it into like a turret platform to help them fight against the Decepticons. I like the color, especially the blades, the silver there, a little bit of extra detail there. Mostly he's just white and red. Like I said, just the rotors, and then obviously his face has a bit of different coloring in it. Overall, a very well-made figure, very tight, very good looking. The only downside I would say is that I've noticed, especially for the last two Protectobots from X-Transbots, not so much with Streetwise and Groove, but with Blades and First Aid, not a lot of detail on the body. Like it would have been nice if like some of this was maybe colored a bit or had some old school kind of design to it with a bit of coloring, a bit of something, right? Just a little something to dress it up a little bit. Again, not a big deal, but the only downside is that as good as he looks, as well as he's made, he does look a little plain in a way. So that would be my only drawback to him. Otherwise, another win for me from X-Transbots. Now, I'm going to keep my eyes open for this next guy that's coming out very soon. I will try and get him in-house as soon as possible, get him to you. He's not part of the Protectobots, but he is related to some other characters I've already taken out and shown you. So I will just leave you with that little mystery to percolate as I wait for this guy to be released. Until then, have a great winter. See ya!
Meow.